I would assume I'm on now. On, okay, okay. Okay, I'm ready to do a countdown whenever. I don't wanna waste anyone's time because I don't, this was not meant I was not meant to be on this SRM. So I'm ready to count down whenever. God. Countdown? Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Luigi. Thank you for playing my.
Okay, so this is SSRM2025 Luigi's Adventure Deluxe, which, in my definitely not biased opinion, I think is the best Star Revenge. And it's the Star Revenge with the highest star count, 216 stars, which is unbelievable for the time. And now I think there's a lot of other round hacks that also have a lot more than what the original 182 stars or whatever. Or like, you know what I mean. Yeah, I'm doing 75 star, which is just ISC of this game. Despite having a big 100% star count, the ISC is only 75 stars. And if you could tell after this star, this is a non-stop hack. Where that just means anytime you get a star, you can keep playing throughout the rest of the level. And that's what makes getting 75 stars not as long as you might think. Yeah, this is a remake of Star Revenge 6. And as I said before, I think me and like many other people believe this to be the best Star Revenge game. Because it is. Yeah. Last time I did this at an SRM, I believe I had just barely gotten record at the time, which is like a 49-minute time. The record has gone down quite a lot since then. It's now a 42:53, I believe, by me. I had just gotten a record 49:35. Now I think it's a 42. A lot has changed. One, just being better at the game, and two, a new route actually, which I'm gonna hopefully be able to show up without too much issue. Yeah, I will preface this at the beginning of the run. I have not played Mario for a week. I've not had to use the computer for a week. I've been having SSD issues for like a week straight. And I only just now got it fixed by buying a whole new SSD. So be prepared for a train wreck. I will try my best to not suck dick, but I can't promise that much. Yeah, I'm a narcissist. I only care about me. Hey, speaking of me, I don't know, like, quest 1. This already has a change compared to last time I ran this. Normally you would get 5 stars here. You only get 3 stars here. The secret is pretty slow. Waiting for the Koopa is also slow. So now you just get the other 3 stars that you normally get. And yeah, it's a very easy quiz. Also, something I should preface too. The version of this game I'm playing on is 1.0. Like, just straight up 1.0. And there's a reason for that. There is something that makes this category a bit faster, which is key 2 skip, which is only possible on versions before 1.1. Because Brodu saw that speedrunners did a speedrun trick, and I'm like, you know what? I don't like the speedrunners are like abusing my game. So I'm gonna say fuck you and patch it. So he patched it. So I have to run on 1.0. The downside of running 1.0 is that you'll see me do some weird things on some slopes or whatever. That's because this game had a bug where anytime you would touch a slope, it would basically act like as a slide slope or like just super slippery. And it's quite annoying. Quite annoying. But, you know, there's nothing we could do about that, because either that or I get key 2, but key 2 is really slow. Anyways, we're at quest 2. I like quest 2. It's very chill. There's also a pretty big invisible wall that I can hit later that's gonna make me hate quest 2. We'll see if I hit it. This game also has 45-degree wall kicks, which I believe we use a couple times to our advantage. Which is nice. Also an annoying thing that pre 1.1 versions have the text box still for like certain star counts. Which is annoying, but no. What can you do? Anyways. Lots of these levels have 80 coins and 6 out of 8 reds. It also just makes it faster than traditional SM64. There's also some levels that instead of having a 100 coin star, or 80 coin star in this case, it gets replaced with reds, like Corsair. Which is really nice, because I don't think I would like getting 100 coins in Corsair. I also wouldn't like getting fucked, but you know. There's a chance I will fuck some shit up, so just bear with me. Again, I have not played Mario in a week. I guess this is Luigi. I've not played Luigi in a week. Would never? Yeah, I would never. Can't wait to hit this invis wall here. So, the one thing I like about... I don't know. There's a really kind of bad thing that also like would turn lots of people off of running non-stop hacks, which hopefully I don't have to show off here. Okay, there was an invis wall that I avoided. If you hit an invis wall, as you can tell, lots of the coins around it, you get 80s right before your last star. You will lose all your coin progress, which is really annoying. And it sucks to be near the end of a level, or near the end of a split, and then die and have to redo all your 80 coins. It sucks. Yeah, we're chilling. There's no worry about dying here. I could get fucked up by these thin wall kicks though. These wall kicks are kind of scuffed. But I got it because I'm just simply the best. Simply chatting. What's a blue platform with blue block? Those things are... I assume is what I'm talking about. There were some things that I just skipped for that star there. But I assume you're talking about the mop objects. There's one that's like, there's blue blocks or red blocks or whatever that you'd have to activate a switch to activate the other block, which deactivates the other block. And then there's blue and red sunshine platforms that can be annoying, I won't lie. We're done with course 2. And now, we're at, we're at a level where as soon as I enter, I know someone's gonna say a certain message. There's Deltarune. Yeah, for the longest time, I did not know this was a Deltarune reference at all. I'm gonna be so honest. Yeah, this is a Deltarune. The course name is Scarlet Forest, which I'm pretty sure is like there's something in Deltarune that's literally Scarlet Forest, which I didn't know. Oh, they're invisible? Oh, I did not see that. See, I do not play on Parallel. I play on... I'm a hard Project 64 user. Yeah, I didn't realize that. Because I use one plugin and that's all I do. When I chapter 1, it's on... Yeah. I think I actually low-key might have seen that from seeing one of my friends speedrun it, like... 2020. But I also, like, could be chatting shit. As I normally am. But yeah, normally I'm pretty sure you're supposed to get metal cap to get this start, but by just a clever cannon shot, you get to shoot to the end, do one lava bounce, and boom, we're at the start. Pretty cool trick. 15-15. Wow. Oh, yeah. There we go. One of the cons of running non-stop. See, the funny thing is, too, with running non-stop, I don't know exactly where some certain things are, so I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna go to that exact same pipe that I just went to. I think it's better to just go to the pipe I know takes me to the place than... Or just die again. Yeah, that also could happen. Ah! Non-stop. It's fine. It's gonna not suck too much ass. It's fine. I just know how much the chat loves Deltarune. I just want to have more Deltarune playing. Clearly. Anyway, let's not die this time. Thank you. Okay, I think I'm gonna have... I don't think I have to make a point, actually. I'm gonna have to make a point after that. Okay, well, that's annoying. I know why I can make up the point, but I also could just do this. And yeah, there's a lots of things I'm probably just gonna like graze over or whatever, because honestly, I'm low-key more focused on entertaining the chat, but also like, you know, they did finish the run, the TTR co-op, a lot sooner than their bloated estimate. So I'm just trying to make sure I have a I have a decent run. I should be up to par on coins now. Actually, no, I'm not. No, I am. And yeah, there's supposed to be some... I think some Babam tells you about some hidden tree, or maybe you're just supposed to find, like, know that the tree has different colors and there's a warp under it. And I believe... Hold up. Okay. I had to, like, hold my breath there for a second, because if anyone doesn't know, for some reason, Birdroot's a fucking troll, and from 1.0 to 1.1, those two boxes actually switched. The left one on this version is 10 coins, and the right one is a Chuckya. 1.1 he switched them. That's gotten me more times than I can remember because of me switching versions. Yeah, they switch it. No. Chill out. Okay. So not a great quest 3. Especially because there's also another choke point at the very end of the star. Could be annoying, but thankfully it's after 80 coins, so it should, like, as much as it'll suck if I fuck up, it shouldn't cause as much time loss as dying at the end of coins. Okay, there we go, we're good. Yeah, title's 216. I'm just not... As much as I would love to do 216, I don't have the time for it. But yeah, that is quest 3 done. Now, funny thing is too, just hitting the overworld is just... Hitting the overworld is going back to quest 3. Anyways, what I was gonna say, hidden in the overworld is a nice little secret star there. Okay, now we're out of here, and we are going to now head to Meadowcap. We're gonna head to Meadowcap. Thank you. Bear with me, I have not played Mario. I will say this many times, I have not played Mario in a week because of computer issues. Yeah, there's some weird slope shit that I had to do there, whatever. Somehow I got that damage list. But yeah, if it was a normal person, you wouldn't have to do that. You could just do normal slope jumps, but I had to hold Z there the whole time and do some finagling. I'm with the Mecha Way check. Oh, you're so right. Anyways, I should just do Joy POJ, honestly. I should just... Such anyways. I'm not really as much time as I thought it was to just that overload movement, I think. Okay, well if I do that, I'll lose more time. Yeah, no, that's good. Anyways, coming up into Meadowcap. there's actually a new change in Metal Cap too. I think this is the second stage that's actually got affected by the new routing. First, let me make sure I can get to the Metal Cap switch. Here we go. Okay, so this one has a new thing here where compared to last year, I don't have to get 80 coins or Metal Cap Reds. I can skip all of that long detouring and climbing back up and just go right here. And I will say the new route changes are mostly all thanks to Ewer. I believe Phantom might have actually helped out too a little bit. I'm not sure. But Ewer did most of the new routes changes stuff. So I will have to give my shoutouts to Ewer for finding the stuff that's actually faster. Okay, just a quick little drop down, hit a switch, come back up. So I just go to point A to point B, back to point A. Basic video game logic. But did my internet shit the bed? Oh well. Anyways, you're supposed to get a heart and then lava bounce up. You could just do that. Was it me? Okay. And now with a clever long jump, is skip to here, and if I can do this, I doubt I can do, but you know. Yeah, no. You could do a backflip wall kick dive there and just get to the star. This is supposed to be a hangable ceiling you climb, but even with just a triple jump wall kick dive, get to the star. This is still faster than climbing the damn hangable ceiling. Because hangable ceilings, this does not have the fast hangable ceiling patch, unfortunately. That's okay. Yeah, sure, man. I wanted to get the coins from that, but you know, I guess I don't need them. Yeah, especially in the past, 75 star and 216 star, and I guess 211 star, this stage was a major choke point, mostly because of having to collect coins. So the fact that you don't have to collect coins anymore is actually a lifesaver. So I'm like very happy for that. At first, I won't lie, I was very skeptical of Ewer's like routing stuff because it's something I'll explain once I get to that point. I was very skeptical of it, but you know, it actually ended up being more fun to run. So I'm not skeptical of it anymore. Anyways, that is Metal Cap done. You now have Metal Cap, which I think we might use once or two more times. Anyways, back to course 4. And here we're gonna use a shell to abuse a star that would normally need Vanish Cap for, but you could just climb up the slope with a shell and just get to the end of it. For the longest time, I actually didn't know what the Vanish Cap was for that star. Yeah, I'm happy for you, Coney. You guys smashed it, honestly. That's definitely gonna be probably the hardest. I feel like the hardest Kaiser co-op that's ever gonna be done at a SRM. So honestly, big props to you guys. Yeah. Here we're gonna do a little bit of. Speaking of Kaiser, we're gonna do Kaizo Tech. We're gonna not arch there. We're gonna arch there, and then just gonna go take our merry little way to the star. And after that, we get 30 stars. And now, if I don't fuck this up, we're gonna do a little slope jumps here and make our way towards the end of another star path. Great Cobra, why was Andrew there? Ooh. And this is also, I should have mentioned, this is also another change, another level that got changed. I forgot how big actually. I think you used to only get 2 stars in this level. And then with all the new stuff, we ended up getting like 5 stars. That was like a change I think might have been at the last SSRM, but I don't remember. But it's still another change nonetheless, and that was before this new route change. And as we are done with course 4, we are on our way to B1, which I believe, if I'm not mistaken, this should be a totally original level from the original SSRM2025. Because this used to be what's more similar to B3 in this game. But now we just have some forest. Yeah, that was very scary. And now we're gonna do a trick that may take me a couple tries to do, especially with not playing Mario for a week. Yep. Or I could get eaten, you know, that's also another thing that can happen. I don't remember what B3 was in SS6. Was it close to this? I just don't remember what B3 is. And no, not really, because B, what's it called? Hold up. B1 and B3 kind of like mushed together in this game because the maze part of B3 it's still there, just like the theming of B1 now. I've never actually gone on that side of it. Yeah, this is a not fun trick, I won't lie. There we go. You also normally use a red switch that's in like 2 rooms over or whatever, and go there. And realistically, I should have done that, but I wanted to show that off because that's also been a new addition since the last time before the SRM. But yeah, I believe it requires a first C, although it might be possible with a second frame and just training. But I feel like I've only ever gotten that with a first C. I just do a couple funny wall kicks here. If I do them well. And we're at the boss. This, in theory, should be a very easy boss, but there have been times where I've been eaten or the wiggler's fallen off, and so it can be not easy, but I get good RNG, so you know. On the terrible run, I just get good RNG. No, it's fine. It's just to show the SRM audience what good RNG could look like. Okay, the boss is on. I'm gonna stand up here for safety precautions. Then I'm gonna... That's gonna miss, I think. It doesn't, okay. Nice. Now we exit course, and instead of just exiting course again, I'm actually gonna get 1 more star here. That's faster to get after the key play. More convenient to get, yeah. Okay, just start down here, and we're done with B1. A little sloppy, but you know, what can you do? And now we are on to Overworld 2. And we're gonna pass the door to the left, which we will be going back to later. On jump here, we're actually gonna make our way to course 5 now. Instead of doing anything in course 5, we're gonna make our way directly into the next cap level. Which this is also a new thing that I didn't know about. I normally would just cannon straight to where the metal cap is, but it's actually better if you just cannon here. And if you get the lineup just right, you can cannon directly into the Vanish Cap Tower. Now here's another level that's been changed a lot. Why did I do that turn? Whatever. Normally you would get a lot of stars in this level. I think it's like 5-6 stars, I believe. You would get everything except like you would get everything except secrets and obviously the star 7 box. But we do this. Aw, damn it. It's fun when that works. Ooh, oh well. And we're just getting 1 star and we're immediately leaving. Hey, this is a part I can maybe get soft locked in. But this star might give some people trauma because this is a single star back in like 2022, 2021. But it's fine. Now here is the first part I could really think about that 45-degree walking would come in handy for. Let me get the coins. Okay, now hopefully I can land this trick. Now I will go to safe with. Okay, and then wait a little bit, and there we go. You can skip both the metal cap and the vanish cap. The reason I waited at the top of that too is because if I go there immediately, and then I downwarp because of how the game works or whatever, I will downwarp into the middle of that blue block, and I will just be stuck there. So I had to wait there purposely. Okay, just gonna get a couple blue coins. Look around the mountain. There's also a triple jump you can do over this mountain, but I never understood it. And so especially with a bad slope version, it's not gonna try it. Anyway, if I can just... do a nice triple jump there, and you can just skip the whole side section to the left. Now here, just a little jump stuff here, get some points. It's actually a spring that will take you back to the mainland. I will say lots of like most of the skips honestly are like probably found by Ewer and Sev. So I cannot really take credit for much of what's happened in this game, and also the B3 BLJ with Wetlim. I kind of just run the game. I won't lie. I don't really do a lot of like discovering. I just run the game. I'm just here. But yeah, we're just a quick finishing up the level, and we're done. Now this level can cause some issues, especially with new route, and I'm gonna try to. I'll give it like 1, maybe 2 attempts. But if it doesn't work out, I will play it safe. I know the marathon's probably gonna be a little bit behind, even if I could get a good run of this. I don't wanna fuck over anyone else. Hey, this is also a level that has been changed. It's a completely new route. I'm not hoarding. I just actually like don't really find shit. I just like, if something works, I just do it. I think I did hear about that, Mushy. I don't know what you did. I think, was it the Jeopardy? Did you guess the Jeopardy thing or whatever? We get some points. We did some more 45-degree wall kicks to skip back up. And we'll go here. Now we're gonna make our way to the next star. Hell nah, not 3.5. This is 6.25. Dumbass. Anyways, that was a little bit mean. You just get this like through here. Anyways, here's where it could get a bit tricky. If I do this right. There we go. Gonna do a really big skip. back to star 1. I'm actually quite surprised I nailed that. I don't know if I even need these coins, but I'm gonna get them just for safety. Yeah, that was something I believe discovered by Ewer. It's very risky. I believe you actually only have 1 or 2 frames to jump from a max speed butt slide. Okay, yeah, just keep going. Yeah, so we normally would skip the start that would normally require like a bunch of those like moving panels. I don't know how to explain it, like the green moving panels where you step on one side from like 3D land and whatever. Yeah, we just skipped them. The chicken clip wasn't bad. But, you know, just skipping a star that is kind of a bit long anyways. Especially because you have to wait for the first part. Yeah, we do this and now battle core 6. That's probably the second biggest thing that could cause me, like, make me lose time in the run, I believe. I don't think anything else should make me lose a lot of time like that. I mean, that'll be annoying here, but it wouldn't, like, lose a lot of time. Anyways, we're in San Francisco. It's one of, if not the only level, I believe, that has the exact same name from SR6. Honestly, it's a good name. There's no point to change it. I could be wrong. Someone could like fact check me on it. It's one of, if not the only. The funny thing is too, we actually the wing cap level is located in this course. But we actually don't get wing cap at all in this one. There's no point to get wing cap. There's no fast stars in wing cap. Wing cap doesn't really give you any fast stars anywhere else. You actually don't. You don't go to any course past course 8. Course 8 is the last main level that we enter in the run. Or the last like main course. There are courses like course 9 and 10 that like kind of have similar names, but they're like switched. Like in SR6, I believe is Daystar Pantheon, but in this one is Daystar Sanctuary, and then Nightstar Sanctuary versus Nightstar Pantheon. Doesn't have a question mark. I think yeah. Yeah, lots of the levels are like different, have different names. There are a couple that are like very similar, if not the exact same. This one is the exact same. Okay, just another triple jump to just skip the rest of another star path. And now here's the part where I could lose a bit of time. Hopefully I won't, but I could. It's very possible. Go here, do a little long jump towards this bridge. Okay, I wanted to get that switch today, not tomorrow. So here, as you can see, I didn't ground pound again. I forgot to ground pound again. Okay, so what normally you would have done there, you would have landed on that, ground pounded twice after hitting the box, and you could skip this whole section. But you know, I'm gonna take you guys on a scenic journey. No, we need Star Road when we have 6.25. But yeah, if I did that right, I would have needed to go on the green thing. That's fine. We're gonna go back here. We're gonna go into here, which is coincidentally where lots of the trauma from the other categories of 6.25 gives me. Because there's an instant release you do in this room. And let me tell you, at first it really wasn't fun. It's not as bad now, but at first it just really wasn't fun. Now we make our way here with the same banner cap we got, and get this last star in the level, and then we're done. Now we're heading off to the final main stage of the run, Pussy. Which is actually like very different but similar-ish to 6.25, but first let me lock in on a skip. Well, I mean... No, that's not even to do with the skip, that's just me having a skill issue. Okay, there we go. Normally, you would need Vanish Shaft for that star, but you can just go on the edge of that fire and just skip the Vanish Shaft. Anyway, this level in the original 6.25, in the original 6, was a desert level. I guess Birdie was just like, I don't want to remake a fucking desert level, and then decided to make it sweet. This kind of was what he did with Decades Later Quest 13. He just didn't want to remake it, so he just made it sweet. Which, honestly, I'm a fan of. I do like this level. Oh, dessert level. How do you explain Decades Later, then? He's gonna go here, triple jump. Now, here's one of the levels. Oh, let's not, okay. It's one of the levels where instead of getting 80 coins, you get red coins. And normally, I'll be schizoing because last time, last SRM, I believe, we didn't have this new route where you could just lava bounce the whole way, and this star sucked. But now I don't have to do that. I get a lava bounce the whole way and I have to deal with the Blug's fire. Because I'm making it to the last 2 stars. Didn't mean to do that, but that works. I'm working way up here with a couple nice jumps. And now... But here, and now from the top of the level, we drop down back to the bottom to get one last star. Right there? Did I get that? I didn't get that, I don't think. And here, after I get this star, I'm gonna reset the game. Because actually, from here is where lots of new stuff comes in.
Thank you for playing my...
After getting caps, Ewa found out that resetting the game and backtracking to some of these stars is actually faster than getting lots of the other stars. So now, we're back in Mushroom Kingdom just getting a couple stars that we couldn't get earlier because we had no caps. Good wall kicks, you can just get there and just get these 2 stars with like a breeze. And now, as much as we do skip the key, even after, we still go to B2. We don't get key though, but we do get some stars in B2. This star, which is very easy regardless. It's an easy star, which makes sense. It's like a no-brainer. But something funny, which I didn't know you could do. You can do this in B3, but also you can just clip through. It's really funny. Now this part, I like to explain a lot. The whole premise of this star, you're supposed to... There's a sign that tells you, hey, some of these signs might be false, don't trust it, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But the real tricky sign is a sign that you read. And I never realized that for the longest time. But it's really cool. Yeah, get 2 stars, exit course. Now we go to this path, which I have to make sure I'm on the right L mode. And we get a quick start here. Sometimes I can't go too far because you can get too far, get close to that Chuckya, and he'll throw you into the death plane. Now here, I'm gonna try something, but it probably won't. Well, I'm not gonna try, honestly. It's not like worth it, whatever. But there's a thing you can do here, which I've only been able to do sometimes in practice. Okay, no, it doesn't work. If you are low enough there, you can hit the death plane and get the star for a death star grab. It's like just barely possible, but it is. My theory is that like it's just above the units to activate the death floor. I don't know. Anyways, we're gonna go here. Do a nice triple jump lava boost into the star, which is why we didn't get to start earlier. And now, hopefully I can get this pretty easily. Do 45-degree wall kicks. We have now just skipped key 2. So happy I got that first try, actually. And now we're probably at, honestly, probably one of the better levels, if not the best level of 6.25. The Celeste level. You know, every ROM mag needs at least Celeste music, so why not make it a Celeste level? It's heavily based on Chapter 1 of Celeste, which if you haven't played Celeste, what are you doing with your life? Celeste is a phenomenal platformer game. So if you haven't, I highly suggest getting it. I believe it's probably, I think it's like $15 normally on Steam, but I'm pretty sure it goes on sale quite a lot. It's a really great game. Yeah, this is one of the levels that actually doesn't have a yellow switch box. I believe is this and course 14. Oh, dumb. Course 14 that don't have a yellow switch box. So you can get all 8 stars here. And that will be the last 8 stars we need to get into Bowser. Yeah, this is really nice. I don't really have anything much to talk about. I will say the routing differences from the old 75 star I'm very happy for, and I shout out to Ewer, Anton on a bit, and I believe Sev also like looked at some shit or whatever. Shout out to those 3. They're the main people who also care about 6.25, and they helped change the route to be better. But they mostly care about 75 star, but they also, a lot of them do care about the game in general. Yeah, shout out to those 3. Yeah, Celeste has a lot of fan content which I haven't even tapped into. Like I still only am talking about the original game. I just haven't gotten some of the golden strawberries, and it's just oof. Fucking 3AG. Fuck that shit. I've gotten all the seaside strawberries. They're very short and easy. Or they're very short, so they're easy in a sense. I've not gotten the other ones. Nice triple jump dive, and I almost go over the star. Yeah, I've done Farewell. I've not done the Farewell Golden for obvious reasons. But God. Farewell Golden also just kicked my ass. I've gone to the last section a couple times. Yeah, that would make sense, honestly. More deaths in Chapter 3 than Farewell. The Farewell is like definitely like it's hard, but from what I remember of it, it's definitely more of like an endurance. Like how long can you play the game non-stop? Basically non-stop, because like why would you pause unless you cringe? There's also a fucky wall here that could fuck me over. You know, there could be a fucky wall that can just like fuck me over a little bit. Not to die, but just, you know, annoying. Is oh yeah, every star we get here is right next to the strawberries, so it's like we're collecting the strawberries. Don't let's not do that. Gonna go up here to our last star, where we want to reclimb because I want to show you how much this song slaps. Okay, let's chill out. Let's chill out. It is a heart there, okay. Hey, that's the last coin star we're getting. Now that is the last star we're getting for the run. So now we're gonna make our way to B3, which coincidentally is right above us. And now here, I'm also gonna show something that hasn't been done at SRM before, but it's really cool. It does work. Oh. Nope. Nope. Okay. There we go. Now we've essentially just skipped the entirety of B3. So I also that BLJ is very finicky because it's like it's really not that hard. I believe if you get double like bad quarter frames or whatever, you can just fly off to the edge of the level, which is annoying. But as long as you know, like, because like I don't even know how many backups there are for that. There's like 5 or 6 different ways you could do that BLJ, and there's a way to get to the end from all of those. So obviously some of them are slower and some of them are faster, but they're really not all that bad. But yeah, so we just skipped the entirety of B3, and now we're at the fight, which is a custom fight. Instead of having to kill an enemy or just kill Bowser or whatever, you technically do kill Bowser. So all you gotta do is just make it to the end of this gauntlet. And every corner it gives you health mushroom. So obviously there's no lives in this. So it really isn't too bad, especially on the first version of this fight. If you come back to this fight with, I believe, 210 stars, you can fight a harder version of it, which I believe either Bowser's are closer, or I think it's the meteors he's shooting right now are much bigger, and they do a lot more damage. Oh, nice auto thing. 201, not 200. Okay, I didn't know if it was like 210 or something. I thought I was gonna say 200, but I didn't even know if that was right, so I just said 210 because that's technically where you would normally go to refight him before getting start to 11. What I did 2 days ago? Ooh, I did not know. I know he did 6.2. I did not know it was 201, so that's cool to know though. Yeah, I still think this is the best Bowser fight in any ROM hack. This is like cool. Buffoon, cartoon. And it's just get to the end. And here is normally where you would go if you like did a secret ending, a secret way to get into the level. It's not allowed in this version. This one, I mean. I did the cool shit. Holy fuck. Holy fuck. Anyways, approaching the last corner that we're going to. After that is just a couple more jumps to Bowser. The funny thing is too, you don't have to press anything to do it. So you don't have to press B, so I'm just gonna booty bounce. And Bowser is defeated. We'll do a couple more deck boxes. There's gonna be a warp I'm gonna go into, and that's when the time's gonna end for whoever's controlling the timer. So just be warned, it's gonna be in a couple seconds. Whenever I get to this, the warp after this. Then, I believe it's this warp, yeah. And time. Oof.
Thank you for playing my game.
Okay, I don't want to say anything else now, but just I'm happy I was able to do a run this SRM, but I don't want to hold up too long because we have other ones to go. So next up is Dakage, which I believe is Star Road 130 story. So stick around till then.